Hi, my name is Tekisha Harvey, and I am from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I am a graduate of Florida A&M University, and I also have a graduate degree from the University of Maryland at College Park. I grew up in Florida, but my parents are from the Caribbean, and so coming to America, and I came here when I was 1 years old. I was born in the Bahamas. There's that mindset of being more successful than your parents were. They came here and they sacrificed so that you can have a better life. And that was definitely instilled in me and probably one of the main drivers of why I had such strong connection to education. And so I actually went on a college tour my junior year of high school. It was a tour of HBCUs, historically Black colleges and universities. And that was really important to me because I'd grown up going to predominantly white schools. And there were times where I just felt super isolated and misunderstood. So going to a historically Black college was important for me to feel like I wasn't alone, but also to see other Black excellence happening around me. It was super motivational. And then just culturally, it was good to feel like understood and, where I didn't have to explain my hair or, different things that about, Black culture. So attending Florida A&M University, the school with the baddest band in the land, the Marching 100, it was a great experience. I think college is a great time to, really manage your own life because that's the first time where you're like on your own and no one's making you get up and go to class. You're scheduling your own classes and figuring out the times that work for you. So it was a great opportunity to really almost just learn to adult. It's that first step at adulting. And I think college is the time, like looking back on it, if I were to give my younger self advice, I would have participated a bit more in some of the clubs and activities in college. I think I just went to school and did my classes and went to parties, but there were so many more opportunities to get involved with different clubs, to just get exposure to different things. I see college as a time for playing and being curious. And I know that there's, you pick a major and there's a track of classes that you have to take, but usually you have a lot of opportunity to take different electives where you can kind of just tap into different areas that you're interested in. I focused on my major when I started college was business administration. And my second year, I changed my major to economics because to be honest, the program that I was in was a 5-year MBA program, master's program. And it was too rigorous for me at the time. I was like, I wanted to enjoy college and enjoy school. And so I switched my major to economics, to which people always ask, what are you going to do with an economics degree? And I was like, get a job, make money. And that was something that, I think people kind of think you go to college for you have to focus on one specific area, and then that's going to be your job for life. And that's just not the case. College is just a place where you can start to figure out what do you want to do. I think it's crazy to think that, an 18-year-old can pick their life plan for the rest of their life. I have made pivots and switches in my life, and each experience just helps to add, a little bit more know-how, and you can break that into the next experience and the next career. So I would say, like, as you're thinking about college, don't think that whatever you choose is like going to be your life choice. There's always opportunities to make other choices. And, some of the classes that I took outside of economics, I love art. And I'll say I used to be an artist, but I did do some drawing and color pencil and pastels. And so I took a couple art classes just to, I had electives, it was my senior year and I was like pretty much done with all of my core classes. And so it's like, okay, this is a time to explore and have fun and learn about some different, areas. And I think that, I eventually ended up going into marketing, and marketing is a creative field. So while it's business focused, there is also this creative aspect to it that I get to express some of my creativity through. And so I think that while you may have your core classes and your core things that you want to focus on, there's a plethora of different things that you can just explore and be curious about that add to your total college experience, but also add to your like development as a human, and a lot of times we don't know what we're interested in until we get exposure to it. And I see college is a great time to get exposure to those different things. I ended up after college getting a job at Macy's. My first job was working in their buying office. And it was at that time we started a class of like 25 people from all different, coming out of college, just graduated. And people had all types of majors. So it wasn't like, to go into Macy's into their buying program. It was a 10-week rigorous training program. So they were going to train you on the skill sets. The what they were looking for though was just some people who had an aptitude for learning, some level of analytics and ability to do retail math. But most of the things they kind of taught you on the job. And so I learned that it doesn't matter as much unless you're going into a specific field what your undergraduate degree is. It's what matters is that you finish, because that also is a marker of success to the business world of like, okay, this person was able to matriculate for 4 years, finish, get a degree, and kind of it shows that discipline. And so I think that is more important to focus on when you're thinking about college. And then also like the human interaction with people from all different cultures or all different places across the United States or even the world was super enriching, because it's the learning that you can't get in books, and learning and understanding people different life experiences helps enhance your own empathy and understanding. And I think that has helped me in my career, because I'm able to adapt to situations and have just a broader perspective on life. And that's something that as I've gotten older, travel has also been, I feel like, the greatest teacher. So that's something I also highly encourage. I wish I would have done in college an exchange program, or even, some of them were short, like 2 weeks. I wish I would have done that. That's something I did later in life. But the experiences beyond your current experience help to expand your mind, and are invaluable, even more so sometimes than just the book learning. But the combination of the two is what gets you to the next level, because not everyone's doing it. And so it's something that I highly recommend, exploring different colleges and actually seeing which ones that you feel comfortable at. And because each one, whether it's a city you want to live in or a place you want to go, or just a school that you want to attend, take the time to try to visit or explore or research them, because they may, whereas one school may feel like it doesn't fit you, there could be another one that you go to and it's like, oh my gosh, this feels like home. And then later on, I did end up getting my master's. I went to the University of Maryland at College Park because I knew I wanted to continue educating myself. I consider myself a lifelong learner. And I also wanted to just honestly, I wanted to have a break from working. So I did a 2-year full-time master's program. And, between the 2 years, I did an internship, a paid internship, which got me and exposed me to another industry, the consumer packaged goods industry. I worked for Campbell's Soup. And then that led me into my next career, which was working for Conagra Brands, which is a consumer packaged goods company. And I did that for 8 years before leaving and then deciding I want to be an entrepreneur. And each of my experiences, from undergrad to my first jobs, to going back to school and then my next job, all of those have led me to where I am today. And so that's kind of how I look at education and learning. Is it's not like the final destination, but it helps put you on a path to getting to where you want to go, and understanding, or just getting exposure to different things help you even to refine and define the path that you want to go on.